Hey team, Zhylaw here for another video log. Told you I'll be trying to do it more on a weekly basis, and so far so good. Alright, first thing on the agenda I wanted you guys to be aware of is, by popular demand, I have adjusted the bitrate on my Twitch stream, my Twitch channel. I am now streaming at the maximum that Twitch allows you to. I mean, you can stream at any bit rate, but they kind of compress you. So I was previously streaming at 2 megabits. I'm now streaming at 3.5 megabits. I had streamed at a lower capacity out of respect for those with inferior internet connections. But World of Warcraft apparently looked like poop whenever a lot was going on screen. And it was a tough decision, but I want people to be able to enjoy what's happening, as well as I want people to be able to view it. So I have increased the bitrate, and people seem to really enjoy it. So if you are watching the channel, you haven't been around for a while, and you're having issues, it's probably because I changed and adjusted the quality of the stream. And I do apologize for that if necessary, and if there's a lot of issues, I could always adjust it again in the future. But right now, it seems to be working out well, because I do have the capacity to stream at a higher level. The only reason I hadn't done it is because I wanted people to be able to watch, but I didn't realize how bad it looked. The thing was, when I checked its appearance, I looked at the game when it wasn't moving, but apparently in motion, when there's a lot of particles, it takes more bandwidth. The way streaming and uploading works. I don't know. I'm not a wizard. Moving on, I am now a proud card-carrying member of the Amazon Associate Affiliate Program. There were some hiccups getting into it before, so it is with some trepidation that I say that, so I don't want to jinx it, but as far as I know, everything's done. So if you go to my Twitch page, you will notice a new Amazon.com link. If you wish to support the channel without spending an extra cent, just do your Amazon purchasing through my Amazon.com affiliate link on my Twitch page. Doesn't cost you anything extra. You just click the link, do your regular shopping like normal. And Amazon.com is an amazing internet superstore. I use it for all my purchases. Well, not all my purchases. I think for certain computer parts, I still go to Newegg. Don't tell them I said that. But for the most part, I do shop at Amazon. So yeah, it's a nice way to help out the channel if you want to do a little bit, if you're going to buy something anyway. Or not. It's not a big deal. I just wanted you guys to be aware. And also, if you're wondering why there's an Amazon.com link on my Twitch page, that's why. The way it works is when you're an affiliate and people use your referral link, you get a small percentage of whatever cost of items people purchase. So yes, that is it. I'm not sponsored by Amazon, but I am an associate with them, and hopefully that'll be a cool little thing for the channel. Moving on, I wanted to talk to you guys very quickly about a Kickstarter I'm keeping an eye on. I'm not gonna go show you the link. Well, actually, you know what? Let me show it to you. Let me do my part to get the word out. I've never actually backed a program on Kickstarter before. This is the first game that I've actually gotten into on Kickstarter. And it still is like 20 days left. So talking about it might help them out. It is a turn-based, side-scrolling RPG dungeon crawler roguelike with Lovecraftian Cthulhu horror themes, and on top of the standard issue, managing your gear and your items and your characters, there's also psychological horror where your adventurers can get mental problems and you got to deal with their mental issues, and that's really cool. I've never seen an RPG deal with psychology like that, and that's why it kind of excited me. So let me quickly show it to you on Kickstarter. So bear with me. What am I doing? Kickstarter. Yes. It's called Darkest Dungeon. And this is it. It's Darkest Dungeon on Kickstarter right now. They've already exceeded their minimum, so it is going to get funded, but their stretch goals are really cool, and I'm hoping that they reach a few of their stretch goals. So if a side-scrolling kind of turn-based RPG with a gothic horror feeling where you manage your adventurers' mental statistics as well as physical sounds awesome, I highly recommend you checking out Darkest Dungeon on Kickstarter. Yeah. Okay. See, that didn't take too long. I really don't want to go into it too much. Now, moving on to the meat and potatoes, because I do like meat and potatoes. I wanted to talk to you guys about something. I try to think about something interesting to talk about, in addition to keeping you guys updated about what's going on with myself, the channel, and the world. I thought it'd be cool to give my thoughts on something. Today, I'm going to talk about Creed, Plex, and purchasing gold for money, cash to gold. EVE Online has a Plex program. Upcoming game WildStar, which I'm sure you've heard of, is going to have Creed. What these things are is if you can't afford your monthly subscription or you don't want to pay for your monthly subscription, you can trade in-game currency to players for Creed or Plex, which lets you purchase subscription. So basically, it's giving a real money value to currency. And then, of course, every game has issues with gold sellers where you can just go to a website and even it's unofficial and I don't know what illegal, but it's against terms of service and it's bannable. People do it and it's there where you could buy gold for money. I have a personal issue with that, and it's not what you think. I always like to talk to deal with issues from different directions that other people probably would not. People always talk about how it's bad for the game economy and it supports crime or something like that, and it's against terms of service, and it belittles the accomplishments of people earning gold themselves when you could just buy it, and it brings money into a game, all that stuff. And that may be true. It definitely has an effect on the economy, but that's not what I'm going to talk about. No. My issue with attaching a real money value to in-game currency is it makes the game too real for me. It makes it no longer fun. You see, let me explain. World of Warcraft, right? And World of Warcraft doesn't really have an official method for turning cash to gold, though you sort of can by buying, BOE pets and mounts and selling them in game. It's not quite the same, but it's still there, and it is a little irksome. But the big issue with World of Warcraft is people buying gold for money from third-party services. Why is that an issue? When you play, let's say, World of Warcraft, right? You earn gold in game. You're just playing a video game. And the gold you earn, easy come, easy go. You use your gold to buy things. You might make a bad purchase on the auction house. You give a player gold when he needs to get himself a mount. Because it's just a game, and who cares, it's gold. But once you buy or even sell gold for cash or cash for gold, all of a sudden now, in the back of your mind, forever, there is an exchange rate attached to your currency, your in-game gold. So let's say you buy, I don't know, 100,000 gold for $50. I don't know what the prices are, $100, and you just do it once. It doesn't matter because now you know what the cash value for your gold is. So now gold has a real life weight to it, and you will actually think, oh my god, I could have bought this for 5,000 gold cheaper. That's $2 I flushed. Or when somebody asks you for gold in game, it's like, well, I would have given it to you, but now that I know gold is worth money and I've made it worth money, if I give you gold, it's like literally giving a beggar in real life cash money. And if you've never bought gold, right, then it's like you're not buying into the exchange. Then it's like the Lord of the Rings picture. You have no power here, Gandalf. If you don't buy in to the exchange rate, or you never put your gold into the real market, then your gold will always just be gold. Once you give them, like it's like a mental thing. Once you give them the power by buying gold for cash forevermore, gold will have that balance, that exchange. But if you never do it, gold will always be gold. And other people can say, oh, gold is worth so and so money, but it isn't, not really to you, because you've never bought gold. It's never been worth more than any game currency, the time invested, the investment. So that's just the way that I look at it, that once you give a real money value to a game currency, it's not a game anymore. It's not fun, because now it's like you're playing with real money, even if it's super cheap exchange rate. It's like Mexican pesos or something when you're in the U.S. Mexican pesos are worth nothing compared to U.S. dollar, but it's still money. So if you find a huge bag of Mexican pesos, you're not going to throw it away. You're going to exchange it and get whatever couple of dollars you can get, right? So if you don't ever sell or buy gold for money, then it's like you do not become part of the system, and therefore your in-game currency will always just be game, fake money, play money. But the moment you start sell, even if you don't buy it, even if you sell your gold, if you sell gold and get some cash, then you're once again part of the system. And now you're like, I really want to get this mount, but it's 10,000 gold, and I could sell that 10,000 gold on my local site and make like $10. So now this mount isn't 10,000 gold, it's $10 cash money. So it doesn't matter what direction you attach that value, you give it power, the system. So it doesn't matter if other people are buying and selling gold. As long as you never do it, you're not in part of the system. Your gold is just gold to you. But when you do it once, just once, that's it. Because forevermore, your gold will be worth 20 cents, 50 cents, and that's not fun. Like, I don't know, maybe some people enjoy playing a game directly connected to their checkbook, but it just loses all the appeal. The whole point of playing MMOs is you can get away from your life and whoever you are and your situation, and you could be some tremendous hero, some conqueror in a faraway world fighting demons. How can you do that when you know that your virtual currency has a real life currency value? It like makes the two worlds meet, and I don't like that. So I'm not talking about morals or ethics or in-game economy. I just don't find it fun when you have to attach real money value to your gold. And you don't worry what other people are doing. Yeah, there'll always be people buying and selling gold. But the way I see it, as long as you don't do it, you're not part of that world. You're not part of the problem or the system. You are one of the lucky few that gets to enjoy your money in-game as worthless, because it's just crappy little virtual currency that you get to play with because it's a fucking video game and you don't want it to be about real money. And I really hate that WildStar is making this creed system, because it sounds great. Oh, I can play WildStar without paying a subscription if I make lots of money in-game. It's called a job. Now you're giving yourself an in-game job. They're making an official value, an exchange rate for their game currency by making this creed system, credo, whatever it's called. I don't like that. Don't like that. At least in World of Warcraft, buying gold is technically against terms of service, even though Blizzard barely does anything about it anymore. You know, they haven't attached an official value themselves. But once a game starts selling game time for in-game currency, that's it. You know, it's done. And that's why I will never buy game money for real money, no matter how much I might be broke in-game, and I am pretty broke. And that's probably a very decisive and controversial topic and opinion, which is great. So you guys, feel free to let me know what you think. I'm sure there's be lots of insults, but try to keep it relatively civil. Let me know, comment below. Thank you guys for being here and watching this video log. Stay awesome, and I'll see you next time on YouTube or Twitch. All right, cheers, peace out, etc., etc. I suck at editing.